Welcome to another edition of Business Wisdom Wednesday here at the Greater Washington Urban League, where we bring us together to elevate each other. My brother, thanks for coming home.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. First and foremost, I just want to give a special shout out to you. It's crazy how the world works, and it's divine intervention.
Yes, there it is. Mm-hmm. Well, the few people who don't know you, and I say that a lot because a lot of times we don't know how connected we are. Tell us who you are and the brand that you represent.
Yeah, so I'm Dr. Leonard, co-founder and CFO of the Black Coffee Company. We own and operate 3 coffee shops in the greater Atlanta region. I currently reside in Fairfax, Virginia, and I do catering and public events in the community to grow brand awareness out here.
Yeah. Catering, first doctor, but catering, events, this is all about growing your brand, right? Absolutely. And so what just happened? Because you're in the room in the Greater Washington Urban League. You sat down by a sister who was a stranger, but after y'all started talking for a minute, y'all connected.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, I like crowd participation. This is sort of my mantra. I actually just kind of picked it up off of this recent Jay-Z interview, and he says, everything in your life happens to you for your greatest good. So I need everybody to say, for your greatest good.
For your greatest good.
As I was driving here, I work on the other side of Virginia. How am I being here by 5 o'clock? I'm doing some traffic. And all I kept saying was for my greatest good. I didn't know what to expect today. I definitely didn't expect to be on the podcast. So everything kind of works and works itself out
for your greatest good,
right? For your greatest good.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about this sister that you just met.
Oh yeah, So I was listening to the great, probably like the AI queen, resourceologist, and then a young lady sat next to me doing the podcast interview, and then after the interview was over, we just actually I just introduced myself, and she's like, oh, I asked her was she a business owner? She said yes, and that she's like, what do you do? I said coffee. And I was like, black coffee. She's like, hold on, wait, do you know a Michelle? I'm like, there's like 50 million Michelle's, right? And then she went to her Instagram. She's like, is this your company right here? It's like, oh my God, I know who you are. And my client is actually Michelle, who actually recommend that you go check them out. And Michelle,
she has a matcha. Did I say that right?
Yeah, she has a matcha business on the side, right? But the small world is that this Michelle is actually my sister-in-law that lives in Atlanta, so it's just a small world.
Small world, but that's how important brand is, man.
Right.
Because if you wasn't on brand, she would have been like, I didn't want to let him know that I know him because I know something he don't think I should know. But you on brand, and how did that make you feel when you make that connection, even miles away from home?
Yeah, it makes it feel. It's just a beautiful thing, right? I've been able to slow down in life and really just appreciate every moment. And again, this has been one of those breakthrough moments. Just being able to connect with so many beautiful people here today. The fact that we crossed paths 2 weeks ago at the Hyatt at Crystal City.
Yes.
Was just,
Yes, we were there.
I was there.
Yeah. Another amazing brand. Tissue Bus.
Yes.
I saw she delivered about 100 packages. We are doing a doula training, and we're trying to get men to be a part of the doula training. And she loved us with her package, some pinkness, but some sweetness that let the men knew that was a part of us loving back with them so they may love others. Yes. So we're gonna go back to you, man, because y'all want to hear what he did with the AI, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You want to share that with us?
Say it one more time.
The AI.
Yeah. So I did.
I you did.
I do have Gemini, so I did receive real time results on this.
Yes.
It actually I think Gemini kind of knows me a little bit because they kind of made some great recommendations. The question I asked was, as the owner of the Black Coffee Company who owns and operates 3 coffee shops in Atlanta, what are some steps to grow and scale my business in the DMV area? And it said, test the waters with agile pop-ups, which is actually something that I really do. For those, even though we have 3 coffee shops and we're trying to grow the brand out here, it's still scary, right? Even though we have a following in Atlanta, it's still scary to kind of just go out and put yourself out there. And so last August, I was supposed to do an activation in the mall in the Virginia area, but last minute they canceled, these different things to house inventory. And so what I did was just actually have a coffee cart with an espresso machine. So I just rolled it out of my garage and put in the driveway.
I saw the posts. He had the kids and everything out there.
Yep, right.
And how was it?
It's been phenomenal. The community's been supporting. And then at first I didn't really think it was a thing. The weather was starting to change. It was supposed to rain on a Saturday. And then people started texting me, are you going to do the pop-up? And I was like, oh, yes, this is the thing.
His neighbors.
Our neighbors. And so with that, it has just brought many new opportunities. And a lot of it is just stepping out on faith, right?
I was like that. What's that? Certain kind of neighborhoods, you got those organizations. I thought one of those going to come and say, you're not supposed to do that here.
So that is always a fear too, right? Because, I started using chat like this. How do I legally do this, right? They're like, you need X, Y, and Z. But, again, that's when fear comes in. You don't always find reasons not to do anything. So a lot of it is just going out there and doing it, right? Because there's nobody's, praise God, nobody's coming knocking on my door saying, I can't do this, right? And so,
because you did it on purpose, man.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that a lot of us don't realize. When you start right, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy,
right.
But that righteousness moves you to the next righteous step.
Correct.
And if you take that next righteous step, then you are ahead. You're ahead of whatever that storm might be. That you just stayed around, you stuck in it.
Right.
So, what's the thing you said, Jay? You said,
for your greatest good.
For your greatest good, keep moving forward. So, you used AI before, right?
Yes.
So, how has AI helped you in your business development?
Yeah, so one of the things that helps me a lot is just I know how important marketing and social media is. And so me having an engineering background, I think very black and white, logical, no creativity. And so I use AI for that, right? Because help me write a post, help me come up with pictures, come up with something colorful, because it's helped my creativity side of it. And this has given me great ideas in terms of the different partnerships that we've done. We've done partnerships with the clothing brand called Verity. And I was like, what are some good drink ideas with this brand? I stole it into chat, and it helps come up with these ideas to kind of merge our two businesses, right? To come up with something creative. And then I also use it for, I'm also the CFO, so I've used it to help me my accountant, right? Okay. I'm not a skilled CFO by no trade, but that hasn't stopped me from learning how to operate the books, yes. Right? And learning about the different tax codes and how to really leverage a lot of that information, because the tax code actually favors business owners. And we don't really actually take advantage of these different things, right? We may have a business on LLC, but we should be really maximizing those tax benefits, because the tax code actually favors us versus individual W-2 income owners. And I just texted our CEO, big shout out to the team in Atlanta, was that we got to stop chasing these W-2 incomes, right? We need to have ownership and become more of business owners. Mm-hmm. And so that just being on that mindset has really changed us as a business. We own and operate 3 coffee shops, 1 in Morehouse, which has been a killer. We have this saying that the kids just use out of house and home. Anything we put in here. So when you got products, I saw this lady here that does fresh juices. Mm-hmm. I want to definitely stay connected because we can just get your juices down there. I guarantee you will sell the kids really love everything that we put in that shop. Then also with this, our coffee shop as well. We built it actually as a platform, right? When we first had the opportunity to build that brick and mortar in Atlanta, it was right in the middle of COVID, July. The developer reached out to us, DM'd us. We ignored it. We this is spam. But then, long story short, we had the activation of Killer Mike on Juneteenth of 2020. Wow. Right? And he noticed our brand. He kind of gave the reference to the developer. So Killer Mike jumped in and said, my developer friend is interested in opening, he has a multi-use building that he just purchased, and he thinks the coffee shop would be a good anchor. Uh-huh. And so we set up a call with the developer, and he said, we sell coffees online. We have no experience running a coffee shop. We said, I trust you guys. Uh-huh. And so we took the leap of faith and we started building that coffee shop brick by brick. Literally did a crowdfunding, raising family and friends, $1,000 here, $500 here, built the coffee shop. We literally just bare minimum. We got the walls done, got a countertop, got a coffee maker from Walmart, lights is on. Mm-hmm.
Now you heard that, Bird? They crowdfunded, and this is funny. He said, "Killer Mike." The last time I went to Atlanta to pick my son up because it's the end of the school, first year. I called him up, said I'm in Atlanta. he told me to go to his spot.
Right.
Which is, it's like, dude, amazing food. But the first thing, my family, we walked in the door, the same customer service that I felt at your shop was also at his shop. So now he's been real modest, y'all. When you walk in the store, there's black on black on black. Not just the stickers that I have in my office right now. But tell us, why did you come up with that name?
Yeah, so for us, I was talking to the daughter earlier about investing. So we started as an investment club, and we was actually inspired by Motown. We went to Motown Museum, and we learned the story of how the Gordy family put their research together. Like, we looked at each other, our friends from undergrad was like, we've been lifelong, Xavier University of Louisiana down in New Orleans. And so we've been lifelong friends all these years, but we never put our resources together to invest and grow something. And so the first idea was actually the investment club. So we learned about the stock market, passive investing, but we wanted to do something more, right? And so we all had this common thread of like community. And one day we was on a virtual conference call, literally drinking coffee, and I threw the idea out. So what about coffee? And they're like, what? Who drinks coffee? Like who's like? And that was it. We treated it just like how we used to like study the stock market, did our research, and the aha moment was that we learned first, coffee is the number 2 traded commodity in the world. So obviously there's a market in this, right? And second, the birthplace is actually Ethiopia. So the plant originated and grew was in Ethiopia and then transferred across the world, right? And we looked at each other like, most people don't know this. No. When you think of coffee, you think of the big brands, yada, yada, yada. But a lot of our people are actually, harvesting the plant, but we're not known. So we was like, we need something strong. And we was like, well, most people actually coffee best is black.
So I drink it. No sugar, no cream.
So we started in February 2018. It was like black coffee is what it is, right? So,
oh man. Just like you did when we were at the table, you took a picture and you're going to send it to your cousin. I'm going to tell you
my
sister-in-law. Your sister-in-law. I'm going to make sure I take a picture. We're going to take a picture of this country. We're going to hear. I'm going to send it to Killer Mike before we leave, all right? Okay. But what I want to unpack is because the reason I'm bringing his name up, because he's from Atlanta. You're not.
No, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So, okay. So you came into Atlanta with this opportunity because someone saw you in a way that this will fit, right? That leads me to my question. There's a lot going on in Atlanta right now around us coming back home to support our African American Black-owned businesses. How are you all meeting that demand?
As I mentioned, we built the coffee shop as a platform. But when we first had the opportunity, I was thinking very narrow-minded, just serving coffee. But then we just used that as an opportunity to listen to the community. It was located in the food desert. So that forced us to provide healthy options, vegan, healthy, different options. And then the second one was just opportunity. We knew how important it is for entrepreneurs to have opportunities to showcase their products. And so that's where we have a lot of different partners that we carry their products inside of the store, like Justice Teachers, we just signed some healthy pastries, and we're working with the local vendors there. And then
my baker sister, she smiles. She's like, "Yeah, I'm."
And then even actually in the DMV, honestly, I started this driveway pop up, and this a lady in the neighborhood. She's like, I've always wanted to I love to bake. I've always wanted this passion selling banana bread. I was like, pull up. And she's been rocking with me since September.
Oh, I love
week in and week out. She was actually at the height as well, Lola's banana bread.
Oh, okay. See, I couldn't get all around everybody. And we have our sister Miss Ford. She makes amazing rum cake, and also she does bread puddings that make the shoes off. Really good, really good. And so when you walk in the doors, you have all this. They're themed walls. Can you give those who have not walked in the pictures, but tell us why you theme the walls like that?
Yeah, so listening to the customer base, right? Our number one customer is actually entrepreneurs, right? That's one of our core principles, and that's why we actually started the coffee company. That's why we like to make sure we have the Wi-Fi and it's just a good vibe, right? For like further energy. And so with the actual walls, like, it has to speak to the community. It has to speak to the people that's there. And so you see artwork with Spike Lee, you see, classic albums with Lauryn Hill, Tupac, it's just great. It's this place that's needed for us. And like, I'm living in Fairfax now, right? And I'm not there on a day to day. I do the finance and the back and the technology stuff, but I'm just in awe just the way that it has taken a life of its own, right? Every Thursday we do Bible study with the homies, right? There's so many different ways that the space has been realized that I've never envisioned. Like, it's just, for me, again, I was just thinking sell coffee would be good. And now it is truly a community hub. And now with the extension of Morehouse and other HBCUs in the pipeline, it has been just an amazing experience having the opportunity to work firsthand with the next generation, right?
Yeah, because you got a lot of young
the
people.
Spelman girls, the Morehouse men, and the Clark Atlanta students as well. Like, being able to like bring them in. Like, we currently employ over like 45 part-time employees. That seems crazy. That you have this sort of responsibility, not just to provide money, but to provide mentorship and guidance and kind of being able to like just be part of their lives.
Y'all see his face, right? To be a part of their lives. He's just lit up.
Yeah.
And so I want to ask this, but I want to leave the floor. Is there anyone in the room that has a question for the brother? Sure, why not you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got a couple questions. The first one is, you've been on the college campus. Are you all going to plan to be on every college campus, the HBCU, as opposed to other brands I won't mention that when I go to these other places, so is that in your future plans?
Absolutely. So I just throw it out there. The plan is super clear. We are actively trying to work with every single HBCU to replicate that experience and vibe. I know everyone's going to have their own different culture. But beyond that, we want to expand globally. I love some Kenyan coffee. I don't know if anybody ever had it. And so my birthday is in March of 2027. I'm taking a trip over there, and our goal is to own tea and farmland there, so that we could have more vertical integration. I'm gonna just throw it out there. So last year, huge milestone. We did over $1 million in revenue.
Yeah, give it up. Yes.
And so with this vision of this global scale, I think we can take it to a billion. I see.
Say that with confidence. Take that thing out.
I know.
We will take this company to $1 billion.
Yes. And what did Jay say?
For your greatest good.
There it is. Because in that move, you are those young people that are applying. You are providing not just a perfect cup of coffee, but you're giving them a perfect place to learn to work.
Yes.
To come to, right? That's real big. And it's 40, how many of them?
It's 45.
Wow. And they would take that experience of working on purpose to wherever they become, because they're in school to become more. If we don't provide that platform, not just for us to meet, but for us to elevate each other, then it won't happen because no one else is going to give us that platform. The Greater Washington Urban League knows that is what we need to support on purpose, right?
Yes.
So my question, anybody have a question in the room? Yes, sister. Yes.
Say again? Yeah, so we source our coffee beans from Kenya, Ethiopia, of course, Guatemala, Peru, and Brazil primarily.
Yes.
Yes. So so we have a couple of corporate clients. Very thankful for this opportunity have just been coming. Delta Airlines is one of our premier they've been able to help us grow and expand. Small funny story. They reached out 2 weeks before the big annual leadership conference at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We just happened to recognize that it said at Delta.com. Oh, we need to respond to this, right? And then it was we have this big leadership conference, 3,000 people, all of our senior execs. can you have 2 coffee carts here and prefer espresso-based beverages to our clients? At the time, we had 0 carts, no espresso machines. We was like, yes. And
I said,
we worked the hardest
yes.
2 weeks to get to that.
Y'all see his face? When opportunity comes, you got to jump into that. Get into that. I know when, like I said, when I poured on that coffee, then when I came on to the campus, and it was about putting my son there, but I'm like, I didn't see the other stuff. I didn't see that. I saw you, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. But I already saw you on your platform multiple times on Instagram. So for those who are not plugged in, how do we reach you?
Yeah, so you can find the main brand at BLK Coffee Co. on Instagram, Facebook, IG. And then also for the website, theblackcoffeecompany.com. And then for the local, the DMV area, it's Black Coffee DMV, spelled all the way out, Black Coffee. Yeah, we do pop-up catering events. We just love to support and actually form the community.
Come to your company too, and set it up. You got a question? Yes, sis.
Not a question, but a statement. So as the resource officer, I'm tapped into over 500 events plus on LinkedIn, right? If I just talk to a gentleman listening and telling him how he's an HBCU Black AI strategist. He's tapped into some of the HBCU schools, so I'm going to tap you into him. I'm going to tap.
Yeah, it is. See, we're right here. We're right here, sister. So, no, don't put your phone down. Please pull your phone out, because I was going to ask the same way we did earlier. Pull your phone out if you don't mind. You can zoom in on him. That's your best side?
Sure.
Okay, cool. We need to literally use, and thank you so much, sis. We need to use our own platform to elevate each other. Think about all the thousands of people in your phone, right? That you see every day. They need to meet this brother. They need to meet my sister. So even though you didn't do that when she was up here, when she goes, say, hey, you want to get to school? I got somebody to help you get the resources. We right here, right? All right. Y'all don't mind asking him a few more questions to y'all? You don't mind? Okay, cool. Y'all have a question?
Yeah. I just need to tell you, our other guest is tied up at 7.
Oh, okay. That's the brother with Metro. Okay, no problem. Tell him, no problem. He'll be the next time. Okay, cool.
I do have one question for you. Yeah. Because I do like coffee recipes. Like I'm working on some stuff right now. How can I get some of your coffee? I just need like 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
That's Chef Howard. He's been doing a lot of great work.
Yeah, we got one working now.
Yep. Yeah, we know how much, what type of origin, flavor profile.
My brother, hold on, we got a sister back here, and then I come right to you.
Absolutely.
Your brick and mortar is going to be where? In this historical place. Yeah. Come a little closer so he can hear you.
Okay. Our brick and mortar is going to be in Cambridge, Maryland. So we have an opportunity to work with a company who is a community development company. And one of the primary things they do is history. And so they bring our history alive. You want to know anything about our history, or the favorite subject, or the favorite subject tour, some of them in Cambridge. And academics will definitely help. Also, the Harriet Tubman, if anybody is familiar with the murals, or Take My Hand Mural, reaching out, this is the person who's spearheaded that mural. The Harriet Tubman statues are there. So we believe in what they were doing when they offered us the store. We relocated to the Eastern Shore.
He does pop-ups.
So,
yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Not just for the store, but to also start working in the community and making a difference and bridging gaps. We want a Black Farmers Market
why we're here. This is Wisdom Wednesdays.
To my community, you know, and to share. And also it's a gift that, you know, we have to hear at the mayor and for support and everything that we're doing. And I, you know, so I want to give as much of it as possible to help build the community.
Well, you plugged in, sister. You're plugged in. And this is what the whole Greater Washington Urban League is about. And this Business Wisdom Wednesday. You have a question that I'm gonna land this plane. Hold on. Got another question? No, you have a question here. Yeah, come on. We're bringing it back up to the front.
Franchise. Are you all opening for, or you are offering franchise opportunities?
Not yet. So that's something that they start using ChatGPT and AI just to kind of
I'm already on it. I'm already on it.
Just to familiarize ourselves with how we structure that, right? So that it's beneficial not just for us, right? Because it's much bigger than us. Like I said, we started in like investing, and so I have a strong passion for investing, and that's something that I champion near and dear to my heart. And for us, it's all about ownership, right? And so if we're able to provide franchisees the opportunity for ownership is something that I'm super all about. And so right now we just have part-time employees, but I'm just waiting for the day for us to offer the benefits outside of just being employed by Black Coffee, but providing retirement, like matching funds, opportunities to like different things. Like that's my big vision for this company.
It's coming because you already have the platform. The thing about it is you are teaching these young people how to not just brew a perfect cup of coffee, which is a blending, especially when you use that compression, that strike. Right. But because I used to own a coffee shop. But you also are literally teaching them how to work together because there's a system about getting that order and that cup to that customer before they say, I don't even want the thing, right? That is a development strategy to teach your next developer and your next group of investors to be able to take that investment in this product because they're moving to whatever level of professional work, but they also are moving with the skill set that they learn working with you, not just for you. So your investment people are coming because you're grooming them to want to invest in the company that invested in them. My question to you, and I hope y'all take the picture of him already? All right, y'all did the post. Like I met the brother, and you get the post of my sister too, right? You met? Okay, cool. All right, because this is what the Urban League is about. The question for you is: when you walk through the doors of the Urban League, this is your first time here. What did you feel when you came into this sacred place at the Greater Washington Urban League?
Yeah, I actually felt like home, honestly. I was walking, I wasn't sure exactly which door to enter. And the young lady, was like, hey, there's an urban league. Like, come this way. I'm here. And landed the plane in terms of like being able to meet and greet so many beautiful faces here. It's always just a great opportunity to connect. Like you said, sometimes you get so distracted with 9 to 5, family, just keep running. I felt like everything happened for a reason for me to kind of like be here, right? Because, it takes a lot to have 3 boys, got a family, a lot of moving pieces, right? And so, like, to use that pass, right, when I come to DC, to spend some time to network and try to grow the business, it was rewarding, right, just to come to the safe space. Because, again, I'm always in the thick of just trying to keep the business afloat, right? And like you said, you need to pause, right? And be present. And so I'm so thankful that you connected. And you said, I had this thing going on the 17th. I didn't know exactly where, but I looked on your Instagram. I was like, this must be the post. This must be the event. I registered for it. And I was like, I don't know how to get there. I'm like, all these self-doubts, right? Like, is this really like it's a lot of traffic? I'm falling apart. But then I was like, just show up. Just show up. Keep going. That's my like advice to everybody out here. Just sometimes you don't know why you're in the room, what's your purpose, but like try to lock in this like just take whatever moment that you get. Like even the person that's sitting right next to you, you just never know like why they're there. They're there for a reason. So take advantage of it. Like you said, I'll just say, for your greatest good. Like everything happens for a reason.
Thank you. Sister Darlene Ford is in the room. Sister Ford, you're putting together a book for what?
For the event?
Yes.
So the event is the National Progressive Baptist Convention.
And how many people are we expecting?
Over
And they're coming from all across.
the U.S.
Right. Now, do we have enough room for that business, this black business? And in that book, Darlene is also our plug into our church community. She was at church with my grandma, Temple Baptist. So she welcomed her little younger brother. And what we're about to do is love on our seniors. Yes. Am I saying this right, Darlene? We're doing an event starting in August. Every Thursday, we're going to have lunchtime, and we're going to do a mixer. And these businesses like Tishy Puff and my sister, everybody, Sister Bird, we're going to figure out how do we love back in to those who loved us, our seniors, right? Now, y'all see him, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, before we all leave here, because we can go on, and I want to be able to land this plane by saying this. The more that we can connect our skill sets, not just to AI, but to each other, the more we will grow. My brother that does the art, my sister who bakes the cakes, my sister who makes the, and my sister that does, my sister back here with, yes, I'm coming, where is she?
Men's and women's accessories.
My other sister. Yes. Sister Bird, type of food? Your food, love? Your food?
Oh, I do it all. Pizza, planet, soul food, food cooked with love.
All right. And Chef Howard?
Everything. Everything pertaining to food. Doesn't matter if it's 3 Michelin stars or
food.
Yeah, or just like regular old, I got $10, how can I feed my family stuff? So I do all of it.
Got it.
In fact, I'm working on a pamphlet right now called, it's not going to be called peasant food, but basically the origins of food and peasant food. So where all the jambalayas and things came from and how they managed to survive off of them. I'm working on a pamphlet with all of it.
Love it. Ooh. Sherry talks taxes. And my mother, who I had to answer the telephone for, Professor Motherlove.
Preparing education and mental stress. And I teach.
Yes. Together. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you?
She also teaches me.
I love that. There it is. All of us together, we are home here at the Greater Washington. Once a month, we come together at Business Wisdom Wednesday to share a platform that is yours so that we can work together and elevate. Now, Jasmine, before you leave the room, I want to thank you. Do you all know, Jasmine, final words? What do we need to do? We got the survey, and what else?
The survey, and then also register for next month. It's always a great opportunity to come together and network with one another, whether you know or not. So come and join us. And also, if you are interested in being one of these vendors, please feel free to reach out to us. That's like what you like to do, or somebody that you.
Thank you so much. Now that has been said, I want to thank you all from my heart wide open for showing up on a Wednesday night here at the Greater Washington Urban League for Business Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Farrar Tate, your brother, and I thank you for being here. Welcome home.